Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the New York Yankees and the Oakland A's. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. DeAndre Campos, a native of Connecticut, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Howell's on his horse. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. There's a strike. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they haven't quite been able to get on track yet. They come in 2-1 for their first 6 games.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, Dero, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to beat the team to score first. But both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Ground ball foul down the left side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Belted high in the air out to left. Parra ranging back. And this one is gone. A home run.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues. But when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Under it is Parra, and there are 2 gone. Now at the plate, Billy McKinney. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Designated hitter.
Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. To first. Olsen comes up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is settling in now. Torres, he'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Barreto brings it in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Here's Miguel Andujar now. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4-for-5 effort. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Perez is there. 2 gone. Standing in, Pedro Ayala. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Pedro Ayala.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through. Into right field for a single. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
And he gets ahead 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's a blooper out toward left center. In comes Powell, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, how quickly things can turn around in this game. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning, and he looks like he's on cruise control, thinking that he'll get out of the inning without even breaking a sweat. But then a single and a double, and now he's stuck with runners on second and third.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Ayala on third. Wade on at second with 2 down. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
You know, this isn't a ballpark that yields a lot of runs, so when you've got to...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... on its way.
Left fielder.
Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Grounder down the line at third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
2-0 now. Now the 2-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double. He's set and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Sent on the ground out to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Billy McKinney. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Looks at a knuckleball that finds the bottom of the strike zone.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach?
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. In now, Torres. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Second baseman, number 81.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these 2 guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing a game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arms, establishing the fastball, using their off speed to get these guys and keep them honest.
You know what, Dero, in the day and age where we're seeing a lot of high-scoring games, it's kind of refreshing to see 2 pitchers on point like they are in this one. Runs going to be at a premium. Both these guys look super locked in.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Campos to take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down. Now to the plate, Pedro Ayala, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Slow back to the mound. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Tyler Wade. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they're going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Here's big Aaron Judge. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
Looking to send him packing again. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And this ball hits the first base bag. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And that's dead center for strike 1. Stanton stands at second with 2 gone. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now he'll step off. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes now. Popped him up. Drury is over, and he puts it away for the first out. Ready once again, Billy McKinney, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Billy McKinney.
Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Hit hard up the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Next for New York, Torres. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Number 81.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. 2-1.
Balls, 1 strike.
Tough slider down low for a strike. The 2-2. Ripped down the line. Oh, what a play. He goes to first. Hats off to that one. So striding forward now, Miguel Andujar. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Now a swing. Little line drive over to first. But no problem at first, and that's the first out. Now you see the A's manager up out of the dugout on his way toward the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after getting one out here in the 8th, but he's in line to take the loss, barring a late turnaround. John Hope will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
John Hope.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Yanks took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Luis Severino gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. DeAndre Campos takes the loss despite allowing only 1 earned and 1 unearned run. Chad Green hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that's it.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
Tuesday night baseball. Here's Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Hey, they come into game 2 of this series riding high. A huge 1-run victory yesterday. Able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in game 2.
And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, you look at this lineup, the key to success is scoring early. Putting the other team on their heels and allowing their own pitcher to go out there and feel like he can execute his game plan and attack and stay in the zone. This offense needs to get on the board.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Popped him up. Schebler moving in. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. And oh dear, that caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Bobby Bradley. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at second baseman Rougned Odor. Pound for pound, one of the strongest guys in the game. 30 home run potential, but a premium defender at second base. And if you don't slide properly into second base, he is going to know about it.
Olsen has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And that misses for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Ball and a strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. Two and 2 the count. The 2-2. And this is fouled at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Bottom of the second here with no score. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Moving under at Schebler, and that retires the side. Down in order goes. Digging in, Derek Dietrich. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hard hit ball to short. Perez is up with it, and a good throw gets him one gone. Striding in for the Indians, Francisco Mejia. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a knuckleball giggling at him over the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The next 0-2. Bounce towards the second baseman. On to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Starling Marte. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. In there, and it's 0-1. 0-1. Back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
In now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Marte, the runner at first with 2 gone. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Parra is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Tribe. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And he takes strike 2. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count. Here's another 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. No runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Tapper up the line, but that one rolls foul. And he'll just waste one there. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Tyler Naquin is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Indians. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. So digging in now, Aquino, first at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Francisco Mejia. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Starling Marte is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's 1-1. Grounded to the right. Adore is there. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Digging in, Jose Ramirez. A hit in 2 tries so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
hit hard on the ground to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the sixth.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2 is a tough spot to be in. He battled. Hey, this is the opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Francisco Lindor. He's 1 for 2 in this one. 1-0 the count. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Goldschmidt, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Popped him up. Drury is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Next will be the designated hitter, Bobby Bradley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. No runs, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Ground ball right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors. So striding in, Tyler Naquin. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A ball and a strike.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
The 1-2. And another foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Striding in, Jason Kipnis hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. 0-1 the count.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Oh, 0-2, here it is. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Drury over to his left. 2 down. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Francisco Mejia, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
Line to the right side. Schebler is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. One left for the Tribe. They're looking up at a... Here's Starling Marte. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. Foul. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. And there's one down now. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
2 balls and a strike to count. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Powell moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in, Bobby Bradley, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Bobby Bradley.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Goldschmidt at second with 2 down. Oh, they have it looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Parra is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Indians forced to settle for 1. We've played 8 full. It's the A's 10, and the And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Parra is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Your attention, please.
Now the Oakland Skippers up out.
Oakland. Number 15.
11-1 at the end of this one. The Athletics posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. From Southeast Texas, we welcome you inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Tonight, it's the first of 4 between the Oakland A's and the Houston Astros. It's Astros baseball, and it's next on the show. David Paulino gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1. And Dan, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at them with a smile on my face. 5 hours into playing with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
Campos is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
The 1-1 home. Correa, left field and carrying well. Parra racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The relay throw on to third, but he's in safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. Striding in for Houston, George Springer. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now, but if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
The 2-0 on the way is in there for strike 1. To 2-2 now.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. This is on the ground over to first. Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. Throw to first, not in time, as the run is across to score.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Jose Martinez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Next up for the Stros, Kyle Tucker. He turned in a 4-for-4 line in the game yesterday, so we'll see how he backs that up here. He's ready. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
Batting seventh.
First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0.
Pitcher.
Springer, the runner at third. Tucker at second with 2 gone. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Here now the 2-2. Good changeup in the dirt, strike 3. And that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 Oakland error, and a couple of men left. On to the second inning now from Minute Maid Park. Here's Jake Marisnick. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Schebler is there, 1 away.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. In the outfield, Gerardo Parra, former Gold Glover, takes amazing rounds to the baseball, big-time arm, a pitcher's best friend.
Sean Murphy.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
The 1-1. This one's down to third. Drury fields it cleanly, and there are 2 away now. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Ball 1. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Here's Carlos Correa now. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at-bat.
Carlos Correa.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Behind 0-2 now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, George Springer.
George Springer.
Takes this the other way to right. Schebler is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Martinez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
0-2 the count to Jose Martinez.
Nope.
Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Parra has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Kyle Tucker.
Now batting. Right
First
fielder,
pitch on its way.
Tucker.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
You know, D-Row, at times that knuckleball has a mind of his own. This one wasn't intended to be located down the middle of the plate, but that's exactly where it was.
Yeah, I think the batter was shocked right there. He actually got a pitch. That's been one of the few pitches that have missed over the heart of the plate. When you're facing a knuckleball guy, it's darting and diving all over. The last place you think it's going to end up is down the shoe.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
The batter.
So stepping in, Jake Marisnick, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So into the box now, Sean Murphy. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time.
Sean.
Here's a strike. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Parra is there. 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Number 27, Jose Altuve.
Ground ball left side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Alex Bregman stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Now a swing by Bregman and a ball hit well to deep left. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. It's a 2-run homer for Alex Bregman. Second home run early in the year as they take the lead 4-3.
I'm pretty sure he was too focused on the man at first, worried about the steal, and just made a mistake with that pitch. It's all well and good to control the running game, but you have to make sure it doesn't distract from your main job, getting the guy to plate with the bat in his hands.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Rounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors in the ball game for the Astros to this point. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in once again, George Springer. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
George Springer.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors in the ball game for the Astros to this point. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Into the Crawford boxes and gone.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
No hits to this point. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Now batting, Kyle Tucker. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Too low, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
That's wide, 2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Derek Fisher the next to bat.
Now batting, left fielder,
First pitch of the at-bat.
Fisher.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Skied into very shallow right. Shebler is under it. 2 gone. Now the Astros designated hitter, Jake Marisnick. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Jake Marisnick.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. And now the knuckleball in there. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. So they're held in check. Digging in now, Sean Murphy. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Catcher, Sean Murphy.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Too high. 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here he comes again. 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Shebler on the move. He can't get there as it falls in.
It's the best competition in all of sport. The pitcher against the batter right there. He fouled off multiple pitches. Refused to.
Number 15.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. Houston used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. David Paulino takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Ken Giles wraps it up for the save, his sixth. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.
A manager confronts his pitching staff about an unacceptable team statistic.